Welcome back to another Bushman family video. Today I'm going to talk about why I have stopped budgeting. And if you're new around here, my name is Libby, mom of the Bushman family. We're a debt-free family and I make videos on family finance. I like to talk about life, money, and all things Costco. So if you're interested in that, please hit subscribe and join our community. The first reason why is because I've been a little overwhelmed, and who hasn't been a little overwhelmed when it comes to life? We've had some big things happen this summer, and I just wanted to be free of worrying about money and free of worrying about staying within our budget and free from the sometimes fights that happen with spouses when it comes to money. So for June, July, August, and most of September, I haven't done a budget. And even for August and September, I didn't even write down pages. At least in June and July, I was fooling myself to write some things down. Another reason is I realized I was not really budgeting, but I was writing an expense tracking form, if you will. So basically each month I would just write down what we spent and where we spent it, but not trying to say this is how much money we have and therefore we can spend what's in there. No, I just put down, we went grocery shopping, we went to Costco, we paid this much for gas. And I realized over the summer that that is sort of a waste of time for me. Like, my credit cards keep track of all those things. I don't really use cash. And so to write down all of the things we spent money on was just me doing extra work for myself. And that is not what I wanted in my life anymore. I felt, because I had been budgeting for years on end, that we were in a pretty good spot with money, that I knew how much roughly we were spending each month and where our money was going. So I felt like I didn't need to do it. And I was really just not making it a priority in my life anymore. There were some of the things that led to that though. So Austin and I, we have 4 credit cards. I have a gift card for some groceries. I have a debit card that I get for plasma money, and Austin has a debit card. So we were trying to juggle this summer, 4 credit cards, 2 debit cards, and a gift card. So for me, it just felt like too much. I had to go into multiple different accounts to figure out how much money we had left on cards and track to how much we were spending on credit cards at the same time as paying all the normal bills that we pay. So trying to keep track of all of that was just too much. So I decided to change some things. The reason was that I switched from doing babysitting at home to working as an aide with my kids at their school. And that went from being paid weekly or daily to being paid monthly. And so for me, I was giving myself the excuse that I don't need to track things as much as I was every week, because really I was getting paid once a month. And so I fell into this spiral of I don't need to keep up on my finances every week like I have been, versus I'm just going to look at it once a month. And for me, once a month is too long to go without looking at your finances. So here's some things that I'm going to do to change that. 1, I am not going to be doing an expense tracker anymore. Austin and I are going to sit down once a week and we are going to say, okay, for this week, we have these bills and we can spend this much on food or groceries or whatever fun activity we want to do. That way, I don't have to be tedious about writing everything down, but I'm still trying to stay within our budget goals, right? So we still have the same goals. We still want to save money for a truck for Austin. We want to save for a trip to Hawaii with our family. We need to pay down and pay off Porter's medical bills for his arm. And so getting those in line. The other thing that I noticed that happened, and it only happened once, which I'm grateful for, is I missed paying our gas bill for our house. And it was $12 because it's the summer and so we're not using a lot of natural gas. But for me, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get a late fee. I'm going to get an overdraft. I'm going to get something because I didn't pay that bill. So I went in and I paid it in full, the $12, and then it just like woke me up. If I'm not budgeting or talking about our finances at least once a week, I'm going to miss something because I'm a mom. I'm busy. I'm trying to do multiple things to bring in income, plus doing all the extra things that we do when it comes to being a part of a community. And so for me, talking about our finances and our budget will also keep me on track of our bills, right? And yes, a lot of our bills are automated. So my cell phone bill is automated, so it comes out. My car insurance is automated, it comes out. And those things help moms, right? Help anybody who's doing finances to be able to stay on top of your bills. But not talking about our finances and budgeting, quote unquote, it made me miss some things. I just wanted to talk about what is the point of all of it. Why do I care so much about budgeting or our finances as a family? And really for me, I want money to be a tool, not a stress. And they say money is one of the biggest reasons why people get divorced, money problems. And I don't want that to happen in my life. I want to be able to use money to help our family flourish and grow and become financially secure and do the things that we want to and align with our values when it comes to money. So for me, the point is to be able to be in control of what's going on in our money and in our finances, that we can do the things we want to do as a family and enjoy the time that we have together and use money the way that we value, instead of being overwhelmed with it, being tired of it, being exhausted or in debt because we missed bills or we missed paying things because we didn't know how much money was coming in and we didn't know how much money was going out. Anyway, I hope this gives you some encouragement to get back on your budget and figure out your finances. For me, I'm going to switch it up and maybe I'll do a video on that, and we will see you later.